Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. It is High Priestess Week, Virgo. I'm going to do a reading for you. Before I do that, there's a message coming in that I never received before, and I feel like it's a pretty important message. So I always call you guys Sexy Virgo, because I've always looked at this card and it's like she's the sexiest one in the whole deck. Although Pisces is also sort of like the prettiest little, the Pisces one is really pretty, but this is like just sexy. She's like got all this beautiful feminine energy and the hair and flowing, and she's got her bust out, and I'm looking at it and my eyes are drawn to how gaunt and thin she looks. And then I'm looking at her rib cage and it is too thin. Like I've always seen her as being, yeah, she's a little bit thinner than what most feminines are. But there's there's a message there. So there's definitely a message there in that. I don't know if somebody is dieting, if somebody is battling a bit of an eating disorder, or it almost feels like something is triggering either weight loss, poor digestion, inability to eat, could be anxiety. I guess it's almost like just notice this about yourself. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just picking that up. She looks too thin. I don't know if this is you, if you've been working out or you've been eating better, but she looks too thin. It's too thin. You know, a little bit of meat on your bones is good. You know, some cushion for the pushing. Anyways, so I'm going to go into the tarot and the oracle cards. I'm going to use the my Witch's Oracle. So you're going to get an oracle card from this, the deck that I use. People, it seems like every time I use it, there's at least a few people that are asking because there's so many different ones. So that's it. I'll give you the incantation for the card that I pull at the end of the reading. We're going to look at, with the High Priestess reading, is your superpower, your potency, your kryptonite, so it's your weakness, your nemesis, the thing that comes around at the worst time possible, or when you really don't, but it makes you stronger. And then your next assignment. I'm going to do this with my Energy Oracle deck, my L-Key deck, the Tarot of Positive Clarity, and my teeny tiny Rider Waite deck, if I need it. All right. Virgo. Keep that sexy, Virgo. Don't get too skinny. And it's that message actually, like, it's not for someone who's, you know what, you put on a bit of weight, and you're like, this isn't healthy. I need to do something about that. If anything, I would say do it slowly. Do it very slowly. And it's a known too, like if you drop a lot of weight really fast, you put it all back on plus more down the road. So do it slowly. But there's something else there about that. I don't know if it's anxiety or something is triggering an inability to eat. I don't know. Or, you know, just not digesting them so well. Like, I'm more like that type of personality. I just rarely have an inability to eat. But if I'm really anxious or I'm nervous, usually before a dentist appointment, I can't stop going to the bathroom. So it's almost like, you know, that energy could even be working that way for you. Okay. Your potency, your kryptonite, your nemesis. I have the worst... a frog in my throat right now. It's crazy. So I don't know if that's something you're dealing with too. And your next assignment. Virgo, it feels like a hot mess in here. What happened? So, your potency. Healer of the ages. All right. You are a healer. You can heal. And healing. You are a healer. You are a healer. I just keep hearing that. You're a healer of the ages. So you are a healer. I'm kind of getting too with the energy that I was picking up on, with this card is, along with that, is that some of you could be very empathic. So you absorb energies that are not yours. And these could be things that you're trying to purge. And in doing so, you may lose and gain weight. up and down, your kryptonite, your weak, happy family. Oh my God. Either that card, so that's your kryptonite, that's your weakness, a happy family. I feel like maybe some of you are trying to do things for others to make everything happy. And maybe it's affecting like your weight or your eating or your digestion. I've had food things with y'all before. I have. More than once or twice, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Let's just take a minute here. Let's take a minute. There's something here, Virgo, about that. And I don't know, maybe we're finding something. Maybe we're finding the trigger, the switch here. Because it is coming out to me as if either the inability to digest properly, like food just goes right through you, right? So you're not absorbing nutrients very well when that happens. Probably also losing water, so not hydrated. So it's kind of like when you know this is happening, I do want to say like take some kind of action here. Try to get your electrolytes back up. Maybe try to, you know, I'm not a dietitian, so I can't tell you what to eat. I'd probably tell you the wrong things, to be honest. So I would just like look into it. What are things that are easily digestible but high in nutrients for you? And then if it's something else where you don't eat because of anxiety, like maybe you don't feel like you have a lot of control in life, so then you start controlling what you can put into your mouth and what you can and cannot eat. Look at something else to control. Look at something else that you can control outside of that. Because this is so interesting. Like your superpower is healing, but your kryptonite and your weakness is a happy family. So it just feels like somebody who's always trying to please others because you want to keep everybody happy. You're nemesis, but it makes you stronger. Interesting. The first chakra is your stability. Good Lord. It kind of feels like someone who might be responsible for a lot of the happiness and welfare of those around them. You have to get grounded. You have to get real here. You know, that's the part that feels difficult. It's not necessarily what you want to do because it's the nemesis, but it's the thing that's going to make you stronger. You got to get real here. So you might have to get real about something here with food. Digestion, the stresses that may be interfering with that. Your next assignment, the thinking woman. I feel like it's your thoughts. A lot to think about, something to learn, something to read about. Maybe, I don't know. For some of you, I just reading, like hearing, you know, find a food that is easy to digest and easily, your body can easily absorb a lot of nutrients from that. I'm going to caution too about, you know, what you're reading, because like I always believe in kind of combining medical advice and holistic advice, like something like naturopathic and holistic. Be really wary of friends giving advice. And it's not to say that friends don't mean you well. I just feel like the difference between a friend and somebody who has educated and dealt with a lot of different scenarios, body types, you know, metabolisms, has a better understanding than somebody who, I had the same problem as you. You know what helped me? Sometimes that can work, but a lot of times it doesn't because they're not your body. There's a lot of things that are very different about you. They may have other underlying medical problems, or you might, that they don't know about and you don't. You know, I'm just saying be careful with that, because this feels like a real serious message. Like make sure whatever you're reading, you know, you're getting something good here. The sixth chakra. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say, well, go with that too. Your intuition. There could be something here that it could be triggering some sort of intuitive hit for you. Yeah. I know I've come up with this with you guys, with your health and eating. Sure of it. So elk key, let's add to this. Oh, I should have filled up my water bottle. I have to go get water, I'm thirsty. I had a salmon sandwich and now I'm thirsty. Your superpower, your potency, healer of the ages. Y'all who hesitate, ponder, delay, and confidence. Okay. Your superpower is not seeking out those that need healing. It is not forcing any healing onto people either. And when I'm saying that, you know, it's even coming up like that energy of, you know, be careful who you're getting this advice from. If it does have anything to do with your own metabolism and eating. People need to walk into your arms for this healing. And I feel like you might become anxious because you're like, I want to heal you. I want to, or maybe you do. I want to heal you. I want to heal you. Come here. Right? It's your weakness, a happy family. I want you to feel good. I want everything to be okay. Come here. Come here. I see that in actually, I'm going to say, I only know one Virgo female. I've known many Virgo males. Not a favorite thing for me, but that's me. It's just not an energy that seems to jive well for me. But anyways, but the one that I do is very nurturing and does take on a lot of responsibilities. And I could see that, like, this is good for you, do this, it's good, come here, come here. Like, you know, even with your own kids, your own family, I don't mean like this is a kind of, it doesn't feel feel toxic or codependent. That's the thing with it, which is interesting. It's like, you know, you have this, you know, you have the healing abilities here, but your superpower is because, look at this, come into my arms, child. Right? Like, this energy here is hesitant. But it's almost like you're just supposed to be there. Let them walk into it when they need it. And this could be something that's creating an anxiety because you can't control that, right? What did I say? It's almost as if there's something going on in your life that you can't control that you wish you could. So I feel like you're controlling your food somehow. Or you're not eating. Like, I could see sometimes if I'm anxious enough, I can't eat. It's rare for me, but it can happen. But it's usually just... So, okay. Your kryptonite, your weakness, happy family. Y'all who changes. Transformation, change, and enchantment. Interesting. The changing family is your weakness. The changing happy family. So when things change and things are not happy anymore, because something here about you being like this great healer, you can just fix things. But it has to be receptive healing. It has to be yin. Yin healing, not yang. These energies need to come towards you. Your nemesis is the first chakra. Things got to be real. Y'all who begin, launch, actualize, and potential. This is almost like feeling grounded, though, with that first chakra. Right? Well, you think gotta be real. You gotta ground this right now. Gotta be practical. I really do feel like you see the potential in others around you. And I feel like these others are really like important relationships to you. Like, I wouldn't consider this codependent, particularly if it's your child. Like, you know, there are times when you do need to give them space and just, you know, I've told you a number of times, you're going to have to figure it out for yourself. It's going to kill me to watch you do it, but here we go. Like, you know, you do need to do that sometimes, but you also, with a child, I don't think you shouldn't always just wait for them to come to you, because there are times where you need to show leadership and go to them. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, this doesn't feel like toxic codependent. It just feels like a natural, seems like the right thing to do today. You know what? I think I should go and talk to them. But there are times when you know that's just not going to work for whatever reason. It's somebody's, maybe freedom of choice, free will, to come to you for help. Yeah. What? Your next assignment, the thinking woman. This gives you a lot to think about. Y'all who radiate knowing, ambition, and confidence. Well, that's nice. Well, that's actually really good. What are you going to think about this? You're going to think about what you know. You're going to be confident in your ambitions. Some of you too, I'm going to go back to this because it did kind of come in for me as another message. With the healer of the ages and the hesitates, your superpower. Some of you haven't actualized like some sort of healing ability that you have. You've been hiding from it. And it has to do with your confidence here. It could be connected to family. So this is the funny thing, right? Like, well, it depends on the people too. Because where's the garage door? My mom is here. So she's about the house doing things. It could have something to do with, like, let's say you have some sort of natural ability to do something. And, you know, you grow up in your family, and to them, you're just you. You're Virgo. You're my little sister, my little brother. And it could, you know, people that you grew up with, like friends and stuff like that. But you have this natural ability, but it's almost like supernatural in a way, or it's unexplainable. People that have never met you before that kind of recognize natural abilities be like, oh, whoa, Virgo's one of those. Oh, that's cool. Like they'll accept it right away. Whereas people that you've grown up with that have a certain like perception of who you are may have difficulty recognizing this, or they might play it down. But yeah, you know, you can't be a healer. I never, not my family, or there's something about that. And I feel like that's related to the confidence and the delay and pondering and thinking about who you are. You're a healer. So you are a healer. I like that though, because when we're going, your next assignment, I feel like is thinking about who you are. Thinking about who you are. And in that, radiate. Know who you are. Be ambitious about it and be confident about it. Your weakness could be your family and changes. Like if you're changing and transforming, your family is like, what are you doing? Right? Right? I don't know. I see that. I do see that. Your nemesis is perhaps even like being regrounded and this kind of spiritual uplifted feeling by practical things that are going on. And they might be connected to your family. And it might be preventing you from launching or actualizing something. So I'm getting the message with this too. One of my metaphors is it's like, let's say you have the superpower, you can fly, and there's a special runway for people that can fly. You don't need a plane or anything. Oh, look, right? I can fly. And so you get to so there's a special runway for those people that can fly. So, okay, I'm going to go there because my family doesn't let me fly. They don't jump off any roofs either. I'm not encouraging you to do that. Holy shit, it's a metaphor, it's not real. So it's like, but I want to say, like, don't go on the roof, Virgo. Don't be stupid. You can't fly. You can't. Don't be stupid. So, but this is like, but there's a special runway where, you know, magic happens. So you go there and you run and you fly. But they also have like traffic control for this. Wouldn't it? The day you go, who is running traffic control? It's your great Uncle George. Like, the hell is Virgo doing on the runway? I remember when I used to change your diapers. So then it's almost like, right, because this failure, it's almost like this failure to launch with this as a nemesis and grounding it. It's like you get to the runway. Not today, Virgo. Sorry, hon. But it's like it seems to come from some sort of changes that you're going through that maybe your family doesn't recognize. And then here you get, she who is wild. Sorry, y'all. That's my new inclusive word, y'all. Y'all who is wild. Untamed, wild, and mysterious. I swear I lived in the South in another life. Don't. Yeah. Go. Untamed, wild, and mysterious. There you go. That's you, baby. Do it. Did we not? We didn't pull out a witch's card yet. Oh, that's so weird. Why did we not? We went right to... Ooh, that's intriguing. It's like now is the time to do it. Okay. I wonder through the whole reading, you all are like, you haven't pulled out the witch's oracle. Daddy, don't forget the witch's oracle. I'll see that sometimes in comments. I'm like, what are they all upset about? I did that in the reading. Oh, but then I go, oh, I didn't do it when I said what. These comments came in before that. Okay, so what is your witch's oracle card? This is what drew me to it. The wild you. What is your, oh, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, lightning. Ooh, I don't think I've ever pulled this card out. It's not a big deck either. It's been waiting just for you. Well, maybe that's the feeling though. It's like, oh, maybe it's not Great Uncle George is running the control tower on the day that you're going to launch off your runway. It's the weather just got bad. Oh, shit. Lightning. Lightning is a very profound card to get because lightning to me is also about transformation. It's about the beauty of how the earth transforms toxic energy into healing energy. There we go. I can't remember all the steps in between, but I do remember, and I guess maybe they're the only important ones I needed to remember. And something I watched years ago, and it was, talking about how the earth deals with all of the radiation, all that powerful shit that hits it from the sun. And it does it in the most beautiful ways. Mother Earth is just like, she's the fucking bomb. She's so beautiful. So the first thing is like all those aurora borealis. And I predicted that in a reading, but I predicted it because of the solar flares. Like there's some times where I use my factual mind and other times when I just use my intuition. I do use both, but it was like anyone can predict that. But I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do like a little magic trick. Ta-da! It's like, you watch, you're going to see a whole lot of aurora borealis, particularly even in places you haven't seen in a while. Yeah, it happened because there was a lot of solar flares, because that is the first line of defense that the earth has to protect itself from the solar flares, from the radiation. And it just is beautiful, right? So I don't remember like all of the chemical and the scientific stuff going on around it, but that's how we see it. I believe it, if it's not the last, it's one of the last. I think it's the last, is lightning. So it goes through this whole thing, right? It's like the earth is transforming all of this powerful, toxic, dangerous, killing radiation energy into something that nurtures it. It puts nitrogen in the earth. Like, fuck you, son. It does, like it builds up into this, and then that's how it gets the nitrogen into the earth, and the nitrogen feeds all the plants, right? Isn't that incredible? Like earth does that, and then it makes it grow. So it takes something that could kill, that scorched other planets in our solar system and throughout the universe. But earth is like, I'm the bomb, bitch. I'm gonna cure it, and I'm gonna make it look fucking good. Like, I love it. I love it. Earth she's amazing. I'd like to give her a big hug. So cool. So there's that. There's that in this card. But then there's also, you know what? When the weather ain't good and you got this, you ain't taking off. This has been going around. The gargoyle. This is the third time the gargoyle has come out. Underline? I know it's 2 times underline. It might have been a full-on card for someone else. Okay, there's energies that are amok, amiss. Ah, it's being transformed. It is being transformed. The lightning. So at the last stage, you're at the last stage of something here. You've already done the Aurora Borealis. And then there's a whole bunch of other things that the Earth does with it. And then the last stage, I'm sure it's the last one, it's lightning. She's so amazing. I just know. I don't know. I just think she's awesome. I use the little pagan in me. Okay. Now we're going to go to the tarot. Now that we've done that, I'll do the incantation with you at the end. I won't forget. I'm going to put the card, I'm going to put it right here. Witch's Oracle is right in front of me. I can't miss it. Do you know what though? It's almost like if I don't know what I would have pulled in with that. I don't know. That card was meant to be pulled when it was. The earth is wild and untamed, and she got it all under control. Man's been trying to tame her forever. She's going to chew him up and spit him out at the end of it all, honestly. Whatever. I always laugh when people go on about we're destroying the earth. Not really. Maybe we are for us and everything that's on it right now, but she'll recharge. We won't be part of it. You can't destroy her. You really can't. You can destroy what you love about it right now. We can. I should just rebuild. It's like, okay, I'll just use your organic bodies to build myself up again. She got it all under control. She does. Okay. The Strength card. Your superpower is holding back your healing. It kind of is. Building. It's almost like an engine here, holding it back, holding it back, holding it back. So holding back your healing power for the right moment. Because the gargoyle is here to tell us that energy is not safe. It's here to kind of protect us from something that is not the best. But it almost feels like a last line of defense with the lightning. You're at the final road of clearing out something toxic. The lightning needs to strike. That could even be, that is coming in as a, yeah. God, that would make sense. So see, I have how I use my intuition, and then my logical mind comes in and goes, whoa, wait a second, that makes sense. Because we had all of that Aurora Borealis, like, I don't know, weeks ago, month ago, when we were getting all those really powerful solar flares. I just told you the process. Expect lightning. Lightning, though, is going to be the symbol of the finalization of some sort of toxic process. There's going to be, mark my words, there's going to be a lot of lightning storms. There's going to be a lot of lightning in like rainstorms, thunderstorms. Lightning's coming in. It's going to open up the skies. Lord, I'm going to have to do readings in the basement because Lily and Larry are going to be all over me. Yes. Lightning. Makes sense too, right? Because of what I said. The natural step is the next step that we will see. Okay, the Eight of Wands is your kryptonite. See, going to something, changing, making a change, making the family happy, changes in the family, you trying to move away from your family to be happy. You know what they say, you pick your friends, keep your family. It's like, oh my God, these people, how can I be related to these people? We all are. So, the Eight of Wands, your happy family. What was your kryptonite? You know what? I think I've said a lot of what I need to say here. So your nemesis is the Queen of Cups. That's love, baby. Oh, it's healing on the shores. Oh, let me give you a kiss. Look at that. Oh, I'll make it better. Sweet. Yeah, that's just so sweet. So, I don't know. You're sweet. Hold it back. Let it come to you, though. Hold it back. Let it come to you. You're a transformer. Maybe. Like in the movie, a transformer, but it's like you have the healing power to give, but it doesn't come to you. And it's funny because, you know, right, like I said, it's like you're, I mean, even though a masculine is depicted here, but it looks like Jesus, it looks like Jesus. And to me, he was very feminine, because he was all about spirituality and healing and kind. Not to say that masculines aren't, it's not what that means, right? He's a masculine, a male that is like encompassing the feminine. It's like receptive. You need to come to me and I will make it better. Open your arms and it will come to you. And then, right? Oh, I think she found him in the water and she pulled him up on shore. It found, yeah. Your next assignment is thinking about yourself and radiating over it. Oh, the Nine of Wands. This is almost like, well, this Nine of Wands is the most victorious Nine of Wands of any of my decks. So that's it. You won. I don't know what you won, but it was a long battle. Thinking about the long, long, long road to the top of the mountain and making it there. Just be careful with the lightning, huh? Sticking at the top of the mountain waving a stick. Oh my God, you got the happy family card at the bottom, the 10 of Cups. I don't need to use a teeny tiny. I need to go into the book though. Lightning. Mark my words, you heard it here. Expect a lot of lightning. It is a symbol of some sort of finalization and a changing process. Oh Lord. I've been eating more carrots, but it's not helping. You know what? I spent too many years of my life doing artwork in dark, bad lighting, and my mom would say, "You're gonna wreck your eyes doing that." I'm fine. Okay. Lightning. A bolt of lightning is symbolic of power and destruction. The ancient myths that say that Romans, Greeks, and other early civilizations worshipped lightning came from a belief in the spirit world. A handful of the gods relied on the power of the lightning bolt to threaten, scare, or punish the mortals on earth. One of the most powerful of Greek gods was Zeus, and his weapon of choice was the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt also has a deep biblical link to Lucifer. No, I think that's shit. I don't believe in that at all. I mean, I just told you what it does, right? Maybe superstitions are something dealing with too. Meaning. Typically, the symbolic meaning of lightning deals with the instant and divine intervention. Lightning is a major message from a higher source, a message for the observer to wake up and pay attention to his or her surroundings. Yeah, you got the gargoyle. When this card is drawn, it should be taken as a warning to do just that. Pay close attention. Pay close attention to what creative or destructive forces are at work in your life, and then handle them accordingly. If you choose to ignore the warning, lightning may very well strike. All right. So the incantation, I'm going to read it once. And then I think there's some legitimacy to that, though, because you got the gargoyles. I might even pull cards on this when we're done. Incantation. I'm going to read it once to you, but the most powerful way to utilize it to me is to say it 3 times out loud. I've just been warned to be alert in order to remain unhurt. Show me what I need to see and let I'll have to say it again. And let love and light envelop me. Okay, because I messed it up, I'll say it again. I've just been warned to be alert in order to remain unhurt. Show me what I need to see and let love and light envelop me. Let's get a card on that. I'll do it. I'll use the teeny tiny. Okay, teeny tiny for the lightning bolt. What danger lurks? Well, it could be seeing love clearly, or it could be love being cut out. 2 queens. Water and air. Oh. There's some bad storms coming. Shit. Frackin'. There's some bad storms coming. Frizz. I have to do a collective reading. I don't know if it helps anybody. Does anybody like save themselves when I tell you there's this bad weather coming? Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Their backs are turned to each other. And the Queen of Cups is your nemesis. Okay. I'm going to clarify both queens. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Wow. The Queen of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. Oh my God, and the Eight of Cups. Oh my. This is like love gone. Love, passion, stability. I mean, yeah, and then gone. And what's the Queen of Swords? Where's the Queen of Swords? Where's the Queen of Swords? The King of Cups. There's like two counterparts who've turned their backs on each other. Or one has turned their back, something. Because this is now like, the Queen of Swords has a hardcore, it's described as having a cold, hard heart, kind of. Oh! Wait a second, what's that song? Elton John. Is cold, my cold, hardened by you. Somebody's heart hardened. Cold, cold heart, hardened. I'm not even sure. Does he say hardened by you or hard done by you? Either way, I guess. Cold, cold heart, hardened by you. Yeah. I don't know the rest of the word, but that's what I'm hearing. That's fascinating, right? And then like all these emotions are like kept to themselves with the King of Cups. Okay, so this is weird. This is like, okay, Queen of Cups. This is expressing love and emotion and the healing. Oh. There was somebody, maybe somebody you were going to heal. I don't know why you walked away, maybe. But that's showing your power. Do that. Don't feed into that shit. Walk away from it. And the Queen of Wands, this is like, I own this shit, man. I'm going to do it my way. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. This could be like, with the Four of Wands, that feels like even a marriage. It feels like, yeah. And then the Eight of Cups. Cold, cold heart, hardened by you. You go over here. The Queen of Swords. Her heart is locked up in a cage. Like it's shown like that in a lot of other tarot cards. And then the King of Cups is not expressing an emotion. Wow. So I don't know. Something going on that your heart is colding up or somebody else. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't usually pull in like, I think that's a newer Elton John song. And now we got, oh, I could get in my hot tub again. Get the Seven of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Confused and watching, and hopeful and trapped. I'm going to go do the extended, Virgo. In the extended, I'm going to look at what from your past still pulls on you. What in your future is trying to push you forward. How this push and pull affects you. And then how to allow all things to flow freely. Thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.